Alright, hello everybody and welcome to my first video on YouTube. So we have got one of my first franchisees, which is called Melissa's Lakeside Zoo. The reason for the name is Melissa was the name of the bee that offered honey to Zeus in Greek mythology. So I wanted to give this zoo a bit of a bee theme as my channel. As you know, it's SazBee23, so we wanted to keep the bee theme strong in the Planet Zoo builds that we do, so hence the name Melissa Lakeside Zoo. This zoo is based in North America, and I wanted to have all the animals that are featured in this zoo to come from North America, can be found in North America. So that's kind of the theme of it, and I wanted to go with this kind of like lakeside, very kind of like log cabins, lots of like little kind of water features, and that's kind of the style of the zoo really. We've got a few different areas where we've got more of this kind of like, we've got like the moose habitat here with like the kind of water features and this big kind of log cabin style over the top. But then we also have our kind of California beach area. So we've got a few different styles within this zoo, but all based in North America. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tour of our franchisee. So this is one that I was building out on my Twitch channel. So same name as my YouTube channel name, so SazBee23. And yeah, it's a franchisee, so we've got a few kind of limitations in terms of, you know, you can only start with $40,000 at the beginning. Let me go into Explorer mode. There we go. So you can only really start with that 40,000, as I said. You've got to research all of your build items, your education for your animals, and you've just really got to be like, kind of, it's a bit more of a challenge than Sandbox where you can just like creativity run wild straight away. You do have to build this zoo gradually, so this is where we ended up with on this one. So when you first walk in, we've got our lovely little garden area. Of course, as I said, we couldn't have a build without our little bees, little bee area here. Lots of gardening kind of sections. We also have our lake on the other side, which is our alligator lake. And I actually got the conservation pack when I first got this game. So I was first building this zoo. So you can see lots of the conservation pack actually was used in this one, like the little bee signs running along here. Walk through. So of course we've got our little bees poster as you walk in, and we have our Everglades restaurant. So this is meant to be maybe like an older part of the zoo, and it's a pretty big structure, but it goes over the American alligator habitat. So you can see this over here, and we've got a restaurant. So we've got some seating, we've got some bathrooms, and if you go over to these windows, you should be able to see this is our alligator kind of swamp. So I didn't want any kind of too deep water. It's meant to be that kind of like, you can just see the alligators peeking through the water a lot of the time. Just going to press play so you can just see it moving around. And then you can walk out here onto a bridge, which takes you over the American alligator section. There we go, you can see them eating over there. Oh, apparently we've got some of our animals escaped, not sure how that's happened. And then this is the other side as well, and you can see there's a little educational seating area over there. So that is our Everglades restaurant. I'll go back into the central section. But I do upload a lot of these builds, and you can download this entire zoo off of the Steam workshop as well. So feel free if you'd like to explore this yourself or take some of the builds or some of the inspo, you can do. So over on this side we have our gift shop, Now, I'm just gonna sort out, we've got a couple of animals that for some reason have managed to escape, so let's just fix that for the moment. There we go. Hopefully that stops that problem. Right. So this is our gift shop area. So it's slightly raised up. We've got these big kind of fake wooden doors that I basically customised, and then put the little like wooden signs, and we've got a nice colourful sign at the top of our gift shop. Not sure how this keeps happening because he hasn't escaped. It's because this panel is just peeking through, that's why. Let me just pop like a stone or something in the corner here just to stop it triggering it. This is the thing when you play this game, is you realise there might be a few little things that you need to just finish off, but there we go. Right. Okay, so we're in the gift shop. So this is our gift shop. So we have got lots of little like pictures. I did this like little like kind of artwork, I guess, up on the walls with the deer or stag image in the centre. We've got some picnic tables in here, and basically we've got all of our gift shops. Then we have some glass windows where you can view the pronghorned antelope. Here we are. And then we've got a few ATMs, and as I said, really brightly decorated in here. And then a few windows out the front as well to see the rest of the zoo. So when you come out of here and down this little ramp, we have our welcome sign. So this is a little undercover kind of welcome section with our info centre, so you can get like your ticket information. We've got our bathrooms here as well, and yeah, just like a little kind of entranceway, I guess. Very, very busy through here. And then it takes you out into this extra kind of central court section here. So we've got our Everglades restaurant sign, or you can go over here to the Arctic fox habitat. So this is undercover because it's all snowy inside, so I wanted to make it look like it is climate controlled. And we'll just go inside that habitat. So we've used, I think, some of the European pack for this one. So you've got these kind of stone walls, we've got some wooden kind of cladding going on, and then the glass ceiling so it's nice and light. And then one-way glass because the Arctic foxes can be very shy. Now then, if you walk through here, so as you can see, that's the rest of the gift shop over there. We've hidden away our staff area at the back here because the staff can actually go through this section and get into the Arctic fox enclosure, and it wraps all the way around, so it's all hidden then. So guests can't see, and takes you through to here. Now then, if we go on through, I'm going to keep it paused for a little bit. So we can now get through to our walk-through enclosure. So guests can enter the pronghorned antelope. We've got some signs just to, guests keep quiet, not litter either. Now this is very, very green, as the pronghorn antelopes do get a little bit shy. And we've got one of their shelters over here. So again, this is one that you can download from my workshop. So SASB 23 as well. So this is a little custom building here. So it could be used for pronghorn antelope or lots of different animals, to be fair. Just something a bit more kind of rustic. And then we've got their feeders over here, but this is a huge, huge habitat for them. As you can see, we've put lots of stones and bushes and everything up just so they feel nice and kind of hidden away, but you can still get a good view of them when you're walking around. We've got another one of the shelters on this side, and I made these little custom boards. Again, I think these are on the workshop as well, actually, which have been used throughout our Blissa Lakeside Zoo. So feel free, you can edit those and use those in your own zoo. And just wander all the way around, and we've got a big staff facility area back here. So you can see the gate that takes you through to another staff area. And this is the rest of their kind of section, which again is very hidden away. So this is when, they're feeling really shy and just want to escape from the guests. They can go over into this section of their enclosure, and that overlooks where the gift shop is. So I'm going to zoom on through. Now then, when you come over into this central area again, we have got a nice big garden section in the middle here. Wanted to create something that just like kind of filled this gap, also felt very green and leafy. And they've got this little pond section as well over here. And on this side, so we've got the Evergreen or Everglades restaurant, and then the alligator enclosure wrapping around with our little chain link fencing. We've got lots of alligators in here, lots of baby alligators as well. And on the other side, we have our garden maze. So just go into this view. So this is our maze. And I actually use the green hedges fencing to mark this out. And then in the conservation DLC, you can put down grass pathways. So this was kind of the inspo for this. We've got this very like classical like little maze section. It's because we kind of had a bit of a gap here, I remember, so we wanted to fill this in, and actually somebody when we were streaming on Twitch recommended why don't we put like a little maze in, which I thought was a really fun idea. So we've added that, and you'll see these little bird topiary bushes at the top. They're actually facing, they're throughout the maze, and they're facing the exit, so you know which way to go. Is like a little kind of hint, I guess, of how to get out. And then we've got the gate to get outside. So we've got the little maze exit. Now then, over here, just going to go into here again. This was probably, I think it was the first build, like big build we did at the zoo. And it's this structure. So it overlooks the moose habitat and the American bison. So their habitats are very similar. They've got the same shelters and they share this little like pond area. And then guests can view them from down here. And they've got like quite a low fencing with the stones and kind of little chain link fence. And then up here we've got like food and drinks, some picnic benches, and you can view the animals then from the top as well. So they've got a few different areas to view the animals. And at the back there, this building is a staff building. So just kind of hidden away at the back to hold everything that's needed. Very green and leafy. And again, we had the conservation pack had just come out when I was building this, so we've added in some little garden kind of areas and backstage areas as well. Oh look, I added like a little jeep as well, I forgot about this. So when you pop out here, so this is where we've got that bridge that goes over the alligator habitat. We've got our alligator show section, so I've just put in some seating and you can sit in here and watch the alligator show. Now then, zoom along. So if we go back into the central section and go over our little bridge, we have our North American beaver habitat. So this habitat I wanted to have underwater viewing, and we're using the conservation pack mainly for this build. Okay, so North American beavers. We've got this kind of like, it's meant to be like a little staff area here, kind of faux staff area. And you can see there's a few little bits around here, and I think I put a door in as well. Yeah, a little door there as well. So the North American beaver enclosure is next to our Arctic foxes. And again, there's some gardening going on. We've got some little bug houses, little bee houses, bit of gardening, bit of vegetable patches, all of that. And we've got this little structure that I put in as a shelter. Again, you can download it from the gallery and you can wander around. And we've got our little staff entrance over here. I've even included like the little like spades and shovels and stuff around. So there's a few different things going on this side. Then probably my favourite habitat that I built at the zoo was our grizzly bear habitat. So it's over here and it's pretty big, the grizzly bear gallery. So the grizzly bears have their own like rock pool area to be swimming around in, and it's lovely glass building, so it's really good viewing for the guests. And then there's this like kind of veranda style like shelter where the bears can sit underneath here and be chilling out. And then from up here your guests can walk into the grizzly bear gallery. Let's just takes you down here, and we've got our grizzly bear statue, and then all different food and drinks vendors down here, and you can get really close to the grizzly bears. And then we've got this main food court section. So this is all of the different vendors. We didn't have, I don't think we had, yeah, we didn't put a restaurant in here. I just did like food and drinks vendors instead. So it's more of like a picnic area, I guess. But yeah, really good viewing of the animals around this section. And I mean, it's a huge structure, as you can see. And next to it is our staff facilities areas. Again, just running at the back here. So we've got lots of staff areas around. Now then, if we come along here, you can see the rest of the beaver enclosure, so this underwater viewing. And they've got their own little island with this like wooden teepee structure. And they've got another shelter that most of them are at the top here. So before we move on to that big reptile lodge over our little grey seal habitat, let's just remove a couple of the seals because we've got a lot of seals in here at the moment. We'll go over to our California section. So we've got a little information centre, we've got our cafe van, and then when you walk through here, it's more of that kind of desert sandy section, and you get to your Californian sea lions. So we've used a lot of the aquatic pack. These stones are from the aquatic pack, this kind of like sandy colour. There's a little show area that I've added in with tents over the top just to keep it nice and shaded when it is raining or when it's really sunny and warm. We've got our restaurant, Melissa's Diner. Another one of the little vans, the Pip Shop Smoothie van. I even added some of the little like lawn chairs as well, like what you would get at a beach. I thought it was kind of cute. And then we've got another kind of little area for food, drinks. We've got a little gift shop there and some bathrooms, and through here another staff area. I think this was a custom fence that we made as well, just with some of the wooden timbers that runs along the side here, just to give it a little bit of a, I guess, an edge to the zoo. So when you are building, this is one of the things I do like to do when I've completed a zoo, is add lots of trees around the edge, put some fencing around the edge as well, so it does look like that is a completed zoo, I guess. It's like here we've got all of our fencing in and lots of greenery and everything. So if we come back over here, we then get to the reptile lodge. So this is a pretty big structure, the reptile lodge, and it sits above the grey seal kind of beach section. They've got their own little kind of like pier or jetties, and they can swim along around here, and they can even go around this section all the way around to the waterfall, which is taking you up to the Wolfpack experience, which is a jeep tour across I think 3 different packs of wolves. And the grey seals have their own educational area as well. And you can sit and chill here, watch the grey seals, and again we've got another little staff area with a bit of gardening and stuff going on here on this side as well. Just releasing into the world a couple of the seals, as we have too many at the moment in that enclosure. So we then have our waterfall, which takes you up to the Wolfpack experience area, and this is our hilltop Wolfpack. So up here you have a restaurant. So we've got a restaurant, some ATMs, and then I've put in like what is like a ticket shop, I guess, to go on the tour. And then we've got some like gift shop area, some bathrooms, and again a staff area with all the staff facilities to look after the wolves hidden away in this structure over here. I added these little like wolf statues onto like the rocky kind of terrain. I thought that was kind of cute. A couple of information centre and some more bathrooms over on this side, with a fountain that has our reward statue for the Timberwolves. And then when you walk over here, you can get on the wolf enclosure tour. So this tour wraps all the way around, and we've got lots and lots of things to look at here. So we've got one of our little wolf log cabins, which actually the smoke comes out the top of the little chimney, which is quite sweet. I tried to keep each enclosure fairly similar, but like this one has got like a little cave. I just thought that would be kind of cute, so you can go around here and see them in the cave. And then over here has actually got a little pathway because it's where the staff walk. And again, I just thought that was a nice little feature. And the staff use the area where the grey seal's staff point is. And it goes up all of these stairs up to the top here to see the wolves. But that is our North American franchisee. And I hope you liked our little mini tour today. I'm going to be uploading a lot more in the future, but this is our first YouTube video, so I hope you enjoyed. I do stream on. So if you do want to join on Twitch, I do stream every Wednesday and Sunday, with Sundays are Planet Zoo Day, and so hopefully I see you there as well. Along with I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and I'm also on TikTok, all the same names, so Sasby23. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!